And we get to the fourth one. We're doing the Otero one. So this deck is the Causing Ether Winter Reeves. That is not a good name. Maybe Winter. If I ever do pair this with something, Winter will be what I use to the portmanteau. Okay, that's the closest I can put. All right, so we're with Otero, and I've got everything set up. Here we go. Now I've moved the Forgeborn. This is the Forgeborn. Oh, you know what? It just occurred to me. He fixed it. Shadow fixed it so that when you mouse, and the other one, if you mouse over something, it turns it sideways. Good job. All right, Nova's Judgment. We saw this in one of our stream games. It's pretty good. This guy gets bigger and the opposing gets smaller. Play an Oakfather minion, sure. You gain 4 for each creature you have in play. All right. So you can gain up to 20 life. That's pretty good. If you can play, so that already makes me want to just stall the game out. Like if I stall the game out and load the board up and everybody's fighting and nobody's dying, and maybe I want to. What I want, I don't even know. I don't know if any of this stuff is in the second set. I don't know all the cards yet from this. I know the cards from the first set. I mean, I know what they do, but I don't know the names. Nap time. That would be cool. Nap time would be great. All right. Let's flip this over and we'll start looking at cards. Maybe let's see if we got a nap time. And if it's not in the set, and you already know it's not in the set, then you can laugh at me. All right, Ardent Slayer. Who's Ardent? Does he get bigger? I think Ardent is already in the first one. I know I've seen Ardent before. I don't know if it's part of this set only, but okay. Live to drink and fight. Hack and slash to paradise. Slayers to the end. Okay. I don't know what Ardent does, but this is one of those you definitely. 1016 is pretty big at level 2. That's a real big dude. Maybe that's what it is. So your guy sucks at level 1, like really sucks at level 1, and then is really good at level 2 and just a little bit better at level 3. All right. You definitely want to upgrade this guy. So looking at things that upgrade. All right, Feral Instinct. We've all seen this. Yep. This exists. So we're going to make, what, Wisp Minions? We're going to play a card for free. Play card, play card, play card for free, play card for free. All right, so this is one of those. Oh. There's also another one you want to upgrade. I mean, this is fine. If you have to play it, that's a decent one. It'd be 3 damage, 3 armor. Throw it on a beater, hit them. Somebody you already have in the front row. It'd be kind of, you always want to play this type of thing last, like dead last, with somebody that you have in the front row. So, all right, just a spell. That's fun stuff. Stegadon Alpha. Okay. Oh. All right, we got a dinosaur. I like dinosaurs. I don't know. Led by the strongest. Led by the strongest. I could get the syllables right. The Great Stegadon Alpha. Dinosaur Stampede! Alright, so it's dinosaur. Red has dinosaurs. It's kind of lending itself to green-red. Feral Instinct is decent with the red decks that have high power, low toughness guys. I'm just going to say power and toughness. Your Stegadon is going to kill somebody, especially if you pump him up. On the nuts. Yeah, not bad. Nothing suggesting other than I want to upgrade some stuff. All right, Stegadon Alpha, Asperian Shield Plate. All right, so we're at. Okay, now we're on the replacing. We're looking at the replacing theme. Maybe blue. We've got upgrades. We've got replacing. I mean, those are useful without it, but no. What's better than giving this guy +3/+3? Giving him +5/+5. He's a robot. All right. We've got that. Oh. Yes, Krogius is still in this. All right. So now, obviously, Army Commander may not be the way to go, but the Krogius definitely lends itself to Army Commander. So Krogius, one, I hate Krogius. I hate this card. I think it's stupid, and I don't think it's stupid because it's. I don't think powerful cards are stupid. I think this particular card is stupid because it makes the game unfun most of the time when it's played. And I think about all this, like at the higher tables, yeah, this is fine. At the big tournaments, Krogius is fine. But I deal, my capacity is the game guy that helps people find games. Like I deal a lot with new players and like people that are of new to the game, low skill, medium skill. Um, this is a bad card to play against. And so one of the things that, all right, so the human psyche, is I study a lot of things and I'm very interested in the human psyche feels bad things. So say you have a bad thing happen and I don't know, it's a 5 bad. Whatever that means, it's a 5 bad. Um, Objectively, it's a 5 bad, not how you feel it. And then you have something happen that's a 5 good. The human mind perceives those things very differently. A 5 bad by a human mind is perceived much worse than a 5 good is perceived by the human mind. And so bad experiences, even if they're objectively equivalent, bad experiences drastically outweigh good experiences. So when you're bringing new people into a game, and I think about it's all in terms of the gameplay. I think about bad experiences for new players because I want people to play games and I want them to do well, or not. They don't have to do well, but I want them to enjoy it. And so when you sit down at a new game, we get this game with a new player, and that new player is playing along and they're tootling along and they're having a decent time, and you're the opponent plays a Krogius in front of them. That is such a feel bad. Like you lose. New players expect to lose. I mean, nobody likes to lose, but they expect to lose. But what they don't expect is to feel helpless. They want to. Everybody wants to have agency in a game. You want to feel like you affect the outcome of the game, even if you know that you're not going to affect it very much because you suck and you're new and you're bad. And Krogius takes away agency of new players because they just play. They just spend all this time playing this game, and maybe they had beginner's luck. Maybe they played everything just right, and now they've got this nip and tuck game. Yes, and the opponent plays Krogius, and well, what the hell? Why did we even play this game when you were just going to do this and kill me? And I just wasted all this time. So that is why I don't like Krogius. I think in competitive tables, Krogius is fine. It's at the casual tables, the new tables, up to the mid level players. Like Krogus is just not a fun card for that level of play. And that level of play is what makes up the vast bulk of the people that spend money on games. And so that is why I don't like Krogus. And I am sitting here and there's nobody to discuss it with. So you had to listen to it. Or you could tune it out and not see the rest of the day. Whatever. That being said, I have a Krogius deck. I have a black and green Krogius deck that's really good. Because if you want to play competitively, you have to play it. So yes, and everybody, when you hear people talk about this, they talk about Krogius, they go, "Oh, there are these ways to beat Krogius." Yes, there are ways to beat Krogius. It is fine at competitive tables. If you show up to a competitive thing with a Krogius deck and you play the Krogius deck, then other people are going to have really good stuff too. It is casual play at local tables where somebody's going to be super excited they bought this Krogius and they're going to make somebody else feel bad, and that person's going to want to quit the game. That's bad for the game. And that's why I hate Krogius. Okay, I will move on because, I've said enough. I don't know what to do with Krogius. Okay, fine. Oh, in the spirit of let's think about this is a competitive deck where Krogius isn't bad. I haven't seen anything that makes me want to play purple green so far. Except Krogius, and Krogius obviously, but you want to play Army Commander. The alternative for playing Krogius and making a Krogius deck work is playing one where the deck is good, the fuse deck is good if you don't play Krogius. And it's not necessarily a decoy, but like if you don't ever draw the Krogius or find a spot to drop the level 1 Krogius, because level 2 Krogius is bonkers good as 2 at 22 life, at least. If it blocks something even more than 15 without breakthrough, it's whatever that overage was too. But so if we could figure out a way to make this deck work without Krogius and just kind of have a Krogius as well, that would be great. So I don't see anything that makes me want to play purple so that I can make this a Krogius fuse deck. All right, let's move on. Spiked Carapace. We're going to put Krogius off by himself because I want Krogius to just. So far, we're what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've seen Spike Carapace before, so I kind of know what it does. It does not make me want to play a purple deck. So we're 6 cards in. Nothing makes me want to play purple. So hopefully this deck will work without Krogius. And then, oh yeah, sometimes we get a Krogius in a competitive deck. All right. Spiked Carapace. Give a creature +3/+3. If you play a dinosaur, this on a dinosaur, give all your creatures 2. All right. So this is more of a beater card. This is not really going to work with blue armor like the Yeti that hits people. But well, we have 1 dinosaur, but we're starting to feel blue out of this. We want to upgrade. We want to replace something. We want to play this on a dinosaur. Yeah, I'm starting to feel it. We got some pump here. We're going to play free cards with the upgraded Feral Instincts. So Spiked Carapace. Give a creature +3/+3. Sure. Play it on a dinosaur. Oh, hopefully I have more than 1 dinosaur. If I just have 1 dinosaur, it's not going to be as good. But, you know, it's a card. What would this look like with red? Is there anything in red? I'm just musing here. These cards are speaking to me somewhat towards... we wanted to upgrade Ardent Slayer. I missed that earlier. These cards are speaking to me somewhat for blue, but this one's red dinosaurs. This one's dinosaurs. So if there's not a lot in here, I want red dinosaurs with this. I don't think there are any blue dinosaurs unless you get a Betrayer, but you know, all bets are off because everything's a Betrayer. Yeah. All right, let's move this stuff aside. Oh, there's a Transcendent Biologist. All right, this is kind of all by itself too. This is a lot of minor themes, like the dinosaur here. This wants minions. This deck is all over the place. Well, the Suspirian Shield Plate wants to replace minions, but the Scientist wants you to just play a bunch of minions. Whew, this is a tough one. Huh, what am I doing with this? Should get something. I get an Oak Father. That's not a big deal. This guy wants me to play, and I don't know. I might have to look at this deck more. All right, so this guy does nothing. There's a Beast. Shard Plate Behemoth. Oh. Oh, that's a big boy. Oh, that is a big boy. But it gets, oh, that's interesting. All right, so you think about it more. It starts off, it's an 8/8, but every time it takes damage, it goes down. So you want to pump it. All right, that's decent with a Spiked Carapace and a Feral Instinct, and Rallying works with this as well. Okay. Well, that's a green spell. I was thinking of the one that untaps a guy and gives him extra health. But that's a green spell, and you can't pair this with green. Huh. This is still tough. All right. Shard Plate Behemoth. That's a beast. Savage Oath. Okay. It wants a warrior. Well, we all know what Savage Oath is. It wants a warrior. I only have 1 warrior, right? Yeah, I only have 1 warrior. Transcendent Biologist works with blue scientists, I guess. I'm just musing. Ooh, this one's tough. I don't know what I'm pairing this with. I suspect I'm pairing this with blue, and just like Spiked Carapace is not going to work that well. I don't know what blue warriors there are. I know there's some. We've got the robot warrior from the guy that replaces things. So I'm looking for that to go with this card. Hopefully, if the deck has it, that's a line of being related to it. So we've got that. All right, let's go. Shifting Polymorpher. All right, we all know what a Polymorpher is. There's not very many new cards. We've got what, 1, 2, 3 new cards in this? And is that the bottom one? Yeah, that's the bottom one. This deck has nothing. All right, it's a Polymorpher. We all know what Polymorphers are. Man, all right. I want... So this has a lot of pump. With the Stegodon Alpha, the Spiked Carapace, the Feral Instinct, the Savage Oath, the Ishii on the Transcendent Biologist. So I think it's a blue, and this pumps himself if he replaces something. And Krogius. So I got my wish that Krogius doesn't work with anything in this deck. But I don't know that the rest of the deck is going to be able to live without making Krogius. Let's see. So I would want something, maybe the Steel Rosetta. They can upgrade something. Upgrade Krogius. That would be good. And then we upgrade the Ardent Slayer. Okay. Things that pump work well with. I'm feeling blue here. I mean, the Spiked Carapace wants more dinosaurs, but that's only one card that wants more dinosaurs. We got multiple replacements here. We got 4 cards that pump, 5 cards that pump if you count the Transcendent Biologist. So I want a blue deck that makes minions because I don't want to replace them or make them bigger, and maybe has a warrior in it, like that warrior robot guy that when he replaces something gets bigger. So we want to generate minions with the blue deck. We want some upgrade to upgrade the Krogius and the Ardent Slayer, and makes minions. That's all I got. And then like these cards aren't super great on their own. So I'd want to make minions. So maybe I definitely want to look for something with a Steel Eye Researcher in it, because that card is, as you're making minions, is going to be great. And then this is a good. I like these steals, but in a deck that wants to make a bunch of minions, maybe you go with the Steel Rosetta that makes minions and as well as upgrades cards. You can find one of those. I mean, these are very specific decks we're getting into. And when I start ticking off which of the Forgeborn abilities we have, but we're going to use this pump to make things good, things big. This pumps minions. This guy, we want to keep this guy alive. So if we have a blue deck that shrinks the people in front of him, those blue cards, oh, this guy gets -4 or -5 or whatever. That would be good. Yeah. All right. All right. So you hand me this deck. That's what I'm looking for. You say, I want to play this deck. What are you going to pair it with? I'm going to say, start handing me blue decks. And we're going to look for something that makes a lot of minions, has some powerful cards in it, does some upgrading. Oh, and then I definitely want the Steel Rosetta that upgrades something, because yes, and you've got some replacement here. You've got this. You've got the Spirit Shield Plate that can replace. You've got, hopefully your blue deck has something with like a rallying in it that you can just drop over the top of Krogius. You just play Krogius to get him upgraded to level 2, and then you drop the rallying thing over him. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Well, thanks for joining me. And that is the end of the first pack. And I've got 4 more to go.
Mm-hmm.